now.
All right, we're good to go. I got the signal. That's how I know.
Poetry in
Are you ready?
Russian.
Wait, ready? Here's how we're gonna kick this off. Hydra, like to play some D&D? Huh? Huh? I thought that one last night.
Inspiration.
Don't give
I'll
give it to
I'll
him.
give it
What are
to
you
the
doing?
Hydra. Hey, everybody. The Ultros is being attacked by a Hydra. Let's roll initiative.
Oh no.
So
You gonna roll?
I was sharing that this is a little bit of a unique Hydra. This is like Sidon's pet. And this Hydra happens to start with 7 heads and maximum. Because it's really big.
Heads.
It's grasped onto the bottom of the Ultros. And it rolled pretty well for initiative, which I like too. So.
Marty, I saw your initiative roll come up in the game log, and I thought, that's not what I rolled. That's not how math works, D&D Beyond. Then I understood. Oh, that's not me.
Yes.
Was that an in-game Kyros moment, or is that a?
Yes, he doesn't understand numbers or adding or
his own voice in his head.
the concept of inner thoughts or object permanence.
Okay, Andromeda.
22.
No, you got to re-roll that. I don't like that one. No, okay, we'll let it slide. We'll see what everybody else has. Delta.
19.
It's our rogue.
It's that high dex.
Kyros.
15.
Better.
Good, very good.
Okay, we're gonna flank it. Flank it in initiative.
Naya.
17, I'm sorry to say.
I'm gonna have to figure out if there's a curse that reduces like initiative, like imposes disadvantage or something. That'd be all right. Nyrix.
18.
What, guys? I don't have room because you all
room.
smashed in at the same spot.
It's always the worst.
Each focus on a head. Should we each focus on a head?
Tell you what, I'll just take one of you out of the battle. How about that? I'll just cross a name.
I'm sure you will.
If it helps, I wanted a lower initiative because I wanted time to plan, but...
All right, I thought I rolled a good initiative, but I forgot I'm playing with a bunch of cheaters because this just is what it is.
Bad guys.
We pay D&D Beyond for our dice rolls.
Andromeda. There's a super large Hydra wrapped around the bottom of the Ultros, and there's 7 heads coming up out of the water all around the boat. You know, like a Hydra does. Come on, say it along with me, everybody. Yeah, there you go.
Feels like 7 heads.
The boat's rocking a little bit. Party's ready to roll. What would you like to do, Andromeda?
I am going to cast Command at 2nd level, and I'm going to tell the Hydra to drop the boat.
Okay, so command is like a 1-word deal, right?
Yeah,
Order to
so it's
drop.
Drop.
Okay.
The target drops whatever it is holding, and then ends
All
its
right.
turn.
What's the saving throw? Is it wisdom?
Yes, Wisdom 14.
Straight up roll. +0. That's a 4. All right. The Hydra lets the boat go.
Drop the boat, don't drop the boat, baby.
If you say it quickly enough, drop it.
Right,
That's one word.
I do a very dog trainery from Andromeda, and I love it.
Yeah.
No, bad Hydra, drop.
This is going to be our Hydra by the end of the fight.
I see it happening.
Oh, okay. Taking Sidon's pet, huh? Andromeda, you've used your action up, right? Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I guess I'll tell people to, like, go, go, go.
Sadie's there. Like,
Oh, great.
watch the trinkets.
We have civilians.
All right. Delta at 19. So now there's a Hydra sort of loose, coming. Sort of the Ultros is righting itself. One of the crews at the wheel. They're like,
Oh no. We have like weapons on this thing, right?
You do.
Oh, yeah.
You do have weapons on this thing. There's.
But it takes like several people to.
We have
Man
crew.
them.
We
members.
we have
Plus 6 to
crew,
hit.
right?
Plus 7 if we are one of the crew members, though.
Yep. So you have ballista, and the ballista are plus 6 to hit, plus 7 if one of you are helping to man it, and it can shoot at one target and does 3d10 piercing damage. So right now the crew is a mess. They're just all over the place. Nobody's telling them what to do.
If we intend
They're
to
lucky
marshal
the boat
forces,
isn't just at list. But
if we want to marshal forces, we'll have to actually marshal them.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure they'll come to their senses here in a round, unless you want to spend some of your action to sort of rally people to a ballista.
I'm thinking that might be more effective than really anything that I can do. If I can get to Nicodemus in time, I would use my... Is that an action or a bonus action? A bonus action. I would use my bonus action to give Nicodemus Dragon's Breath. So I feel like that's going to come in handy there.
Okay, so bonus action to Nicodemus Dragon's Breath.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to use your action to grab a couple crew members and head to a ballista.
Yeah. If I can also yell out to my dad, I feel like he would be a real asset to this whole ballista situation.
Oh, so you want one of the people helping you at your ballista to be Pythor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, can you come help me with this? Maybe.
Oh.
Bonding
Earn your keep.
moment.
It's like, I'll be right there. And he's like, he's still wobbling, even though the ship isn't.
He's drunk, I'm sure.
It helps his aim.
The cup in his hands like sloshing out from side to side.
Shoot better when I'm drunk.
Yeah, he is. That does help.
Why is my
Like,
hand so
probably
steady?
yelling.
I need a drink.
He's regaling stories like, oh, back in the day, I used to wrestle Hydras barehanded. I'd take one of the heads and just take it off, and then 2 more would show up, and then I'd have twice the fun.
Miss Hydra. It's going to be a lot of backseat ballista shooting over there, I'm pretty sure, too.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, Delta and Pythor and another crew member manning a ballista. Okay, you'll be able to shoot that next round, Delta.
Cool.
Nyrix, 18. What would you like to do, sir?
I would like to ask the Hydra to make a wisdom saving throw,
It doesn't wanna
DC
talk to you.
15.
It doesn't want to talk to you, so you're gonna have to do it.
Well, I'm
Cold
gonna
shoulder.
sing to it. Yeah. I'm gonna be like dissonant whispers. I'm dissonant whispering. Dissonant whispers. Ooh ah ooh. And he can hear it.
One of the heads is like.
I guess. Yeah. Bob, he likes it.
Yeah.
He feels
It's a 3.
Nice. So I'm upping it to 3rd level. So what is that? 1, 2.
Is this a charm or a no? Is it a stun?
No. What it does is it makes it use its reaction to move away, drawing attacks of opportunity, and it takes. I'm just looking at the die size here. 3 dice 6. Okay. Psychic. So I'm upping it 2 levels. So that's 5 dice 6. Kajoink. Ooh, nice. 22 points of psychic damage. So I guess.
22
Yeah.
Psychic damage.
Yeah. And I'm gonna, fly. So it has to use its speed to move. So I don't know if it draws attacks of opportunity. I don't know if it pertains, like how it was on our stuff, right? It was grabbing us.
Yeah, it was all around you.
It did just drop the boat.
So now it won't like reflexively grab us. Thank you.
So,
I can't
so
drop
let's
it
see.
first.
I'll,
Awesome.
I'll allow 2 attacks of opportunity, and I'll roll for who can make that hit. So,
Awesome.
2, 3. All right. So Nyrix, you can actually have one,
Oh.
and Andromeda, you may also have an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Ooh, that was a natural 5 plus. I have inspiration. I'm gonna burn my inspiration on this AO.
Okay.
Just to drive it away, you know, maybe. Be like, pain is here, and my second was a 1. So, the gods have spoken. So, but I think I get a verse out of that natural 1. So there's a consolation prize.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Andromeda.
I'll use my longbow and just
Okay.
like shooting it in its face. One of its faces. That is a 21 to hit.
Let me check. I'm pretty sure that misses. No. Okay.
Ow, Benili takes 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Okay. Fun fact. Once 25 damage threshold is reached on 1 complete turn, as what has just happened there,
Uh-huh.
1 head goes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, we're down
So it's
Do
down
we-
to 6
so-
heads officially.
How savvy are we to Hydra realities? Like, is this a
You're learning a little bit about it from Pythor.
Right. That's
To
true.
anybody
He
that
said
can hear
2
him.
heads. He said 2 heads. He didn't say
Yeah.
anything about like how to. Okay, great.
But
All right, I'll just roll with.
You're about to learn if you're
Right. Okay, I would like to, with my bonus action, give Kyros inspiration.
Okay.
Okay, heroes.
And I'm done. And yeah, I guess I'm going to use my speed to just sort of get air and a little distance, still be at range, but be out of the head jamming range.
And you've seen that your dissonant whispers, the Hydra's sort of broken off from the ship now. So
Okay.
the Ultros is like, both they're still both moving in the same direction. The Hydra's about 30 feet or so away from them.
Okay, cool. Great.
Kind of racing parallel.
Okay. Awesome. Done. Thank you.
Okay, Naya at 17. Naya, exciting times.
Oh,
Our
very
digital
exciting.
Orphan nymph.
Perhaps too exciting. I run to, you know how you can go below decks? I run to there. The stairwell, presumably.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. And I get in that.
So are you down with all the oars folk that are rowing the ship? Or are you actually down another?
I don't want to lose sight of the battlefield. I just want to be not on it. And then while I'm down there, I'm gonna burn some incense into a rag and huff it real quick, and enter a prophetic trance.
Oh, okay.
You have ether with you?
Yeah, just
Frank Booth.
And for the rest of this fight, it's clear that they filmed Naya underwater doing this whole like filmy nymph thing, but then they like take that out, so it's just me being like really weird, and they just turn the color to negative. You can see how the trick's done, but like it's still kind of cool.
Yeah. Is Versi there helping you with the ether and whatnot? Is she like telling you how to properly apply it?
I'll take it.
Okay.
But yes, I will roll 2 d20s that I can use at a later point in the fight.
Yeah.
And I do not have an appropriate bonus action at this time, so I will be done.
Okay. Well, it's everybody's favorite turn. The good guys. It's the Hydra! Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have some fun. All right, we got 6 heads left. So, the Hydra's about 30 feet away from the ship, and it's just going to come smashing into the Ultros. It gets as many attacks as it has heads.
Rude.
So I'm just going to roll a bunch of d20s. Well, let's see here. What's going to attack?
At least it's
Let's see.
down
One of
ahead.
them's going to be against the Ultros itself. It's
We need that.
AC 22, which is a hit. Does it do enough damage, though, to really? It doesn't. So the Ultros bears the brunt of its strike, No damage to the ship. All the
Nice.
crew thus far are safe. 5 heads remaining. There's 4 of you on deck. Okay. All right, I got it. 4 of you on deck and something else it's going to do with that 5th head. Okay, let's go one at a time. Kyros?
Yes.
Does a 24 hit?
With my famous barbarian armor, yes.
You, sir, get bitten by a Hydra. You take 10 piercing damage.
That's
Ow.
okay. That's fine.
I'm going to skip Naya. Delta, 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Chompy, chompy. 10 piercing damage.
Uncanny dodge. 23, you said? Oh, that's a lot of life.
No, 10 piercing damage.
It was
23 to
23 to hit.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Nyrix, 19.
19 does hit me. Yep.
One of the heads comes up out of the water as you're flying.
Sure, yeah.
up.
Doesn't like me.
Takes a chunk out of you.
What was that? 10?
10 piercing damage.
Okay, groovy. Thank you.
Andromeda, 21 to hit.
That hits.
10 piercing damage.
Oof.
And with the last attack, it grabs onto an oar, yanks one of the oar folk into the water.
Oh no.
Wow.
Our
You've
dude.
lost a crew member. You're down
Steve!
to
99.
One less guy we can sacrifice. I mean,
Stevos.
99. Okay. Finally, to round out the turn, Kyros. AC 50, or initiative 15.
Are we going? I'd like to rage.
Oh, wait. Hey there, buddy. You want me to take over for this one?
No.
I know Hydras. I can help you out a little
You
bit.
cut off all of their heads one at a time very slowly.
Oh,
I know how to fight the Hydra.
that's a good reminder. At the end of the Hydra's turn, the one head that got cut off. So now it has 8 heads.
One at a time very slowly. It's always had 8 heads.
One was like behind
Hey,
the other one,
Yeah,
probably.
it's just...
Hey, Kyros, you sure you don't want me to help? And just jump in for a little bit, have a little bit of fun with this one? Huh?
If I let him take over now, he can't do anything bad later. I mean, what's he going to do? Not kill the Hydra? He's going to kill the Hydra.
Huh? That's okay. Go ahead. If you don't need me, you don't need
These
me.
are good
Maybe-
story
Maybe we
choices.
can talk next turn, huh, pal? Maybe we
We'll
can
talk next turn. Okay, raging.
Yeah.
oh, you want him to take over after you've already started raging?
No, don't worry
Like
about
it.
it. I'm in total control. I'm so much
Hey.
smarter than he is.
Hey.
He's dead.
Delta, this is all conversation. See your way out of it, dear. Huh? This is me and my buddy working together.
Is this an AB conversation?
So CC your way out of this.
Inspiration.
Yes. Take it. Okay. The Hydra's back close enough that I can melee attack it, right?
Yes, it's
Okay.
right up against the boat. Yep.
21 to hit.
That's a hit.
I have to add 2 to this. For 17 slashing damage.
Okay, 17.
And then second attack. Even better than the first. 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
For 10 slashing damage. I mean, I'll take it.
10. Hey, everybody. We've hit the threshold again. One of the heads gets cut off. It goes from 8 down to 7.
This feels familiar.
Progress? It doesn't feel like progress.
It's 1 step forward, 2 steps back is how you win a race. I would like to end my turn.
So one
Those
head
lyrics from a Paula
forward,
Abdul
2
song,
heads
wasn't it?
back.
Yes.
That's what she must have been singing about.
Yes.
Inspiration from me, Cece, by the way. I heard.
Thank you.
Yes. For the record, at the end of the round, I rolled a 10 and a 5 as part of my funky trance state.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Kyros, you're all good?
Yes.
Top of the round. The Hydra grabs the ship and does one of these things. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw as the ship lurches to one side.
Uh-oh.
It's the side towards the Hydra. Once that little mouths are
great.
opening, you're all like,
It's playing Hungry Hungry Hippos.
I'm getting Leviathan from Final Fantasy 14 vibes.
I can see this coming. Would you say? Do I have a danger sense about this? Of look out?
yeah, your danger sense is probably.
Yes.
Yeah,
Danger.
yeah, I'd say that was fair.
That's pretty good.
Okay, Andromeda, dexterity saving throw.
That's even better.
11.
Andromeda dog.
You go sliding down towards the Hydra. You're now prone, and one more fail like that, and you're probably off the ship. Okay. Delta.
Do we have anybody that doesn't let me roll ones? Because I rolled a 1. Dang. Wrong game.
Wrong game.
Delta's prone. Sliding to the
Tragedy.
You have to go to university for that.
Nyrix, you're good. You don't need a one because you're in flight.
I'm flying unless he's throwing the ship at me. Yeah.
Yep. Naya.
Is there any advantage to being in the stairwell?
Oh, you're downstairs.
You just hit a wall.
No,
No,
I
no.
still need one from you.
I rolled a 15.
Oh, well, you
Hope that's good
your
enough.
footing is sure. Yes. No worries, Naya. Heroes.
21.
Oh, you're also upright and ready.
Because you don't wear shoes, so you can just dig your
Yeah,
claws.
just claws. This is fine.
All right, I'm gonna roll for a random NPC.
Oh no.
Oh no! Sadie goes prone.
Quick, use
We're
your
sliding towards the
feet claws.
trinket bags.
I was gonna say, isn't there like motion? They're arrested somewhat by the bulk of trinketry that like is maybe spilling out and slowing their momentum. Caltrops a go-go.
All right. Let's go back to the top. Andromeda, you're prone. You're sliding towards the Hydra. You don't have control yet. Andromeda, give me one more dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
The ship's coming.
12.
Just enough. You catch yourself at the edge of the ship. And because of the way that it lists, it's almost like you're standing on the handrail or the guardrail that goes around the outside of the ship. And you're right there. The Hydra heads are literally in your face. What would you like to do?
So quick question. Is a Hydra a monstrosity or an aberration?
It is one of those, yes.
Okay, cool. Because those are my favorite enemies.
I don't like it.
Fuck 'em up.
I don't like the revelation, the in-battle revelation. Sidon doesn't like it either.
So,
Mostly
A little less sexy, huh, Sidon? What?
Sidon can tell his story walking. Let's go.
That's right.
so I will enter my Amazonian battle cry as a bonus action,
Okay.
which means I get advantage on attacks against creatures of my favorite enemy type. So, boop. And then I will whack at this Hydra. Oh, and I get 2 attacks on it. I forgot about that. With my +1 longsword.
Oh, okay. Magical longsword.
Oh, right, advantage. So that is a 17 for the first one.
That's a hit.
Whoops, he went out of the thing. That is 6 points of damage on the first attack.
6 points of damage. Okay.
That is a 21 to hit on the second attack.
That's a hit.
And that is 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Okay.
And then I will... is commanding Nicodemus a bonus action? Let me see.
I think it is.
I think it is too, yeah. Sorry.
It acts on your initiative in combat. It does not take any of your actions.
Oh.
So
Not even a bonus action.
not even a bonus action. So Nicodemus is going to come by and dragon breath the heads.
And it's lightning damage.
Oh, it's lightning damage.
Oh, it's lightning damage. I like that a little better. Okay.
Yeah, why did you say lightning damage?
Wait, what? Why?
Oh, it's good. You said it. Fire damage would be the cheese.
I mean,
cheese choice.
I can choose any of them. I was just picking one.
No, lightning damage is good.
Lightning damage it is. All right, what do we need to do? Does the Hydra need to save? Is that how this works?
You yeah, you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, what's the DC?
14.
Plus 1. 12 plus 1 is 13.
Ooh. And then, Liz, if you want to roll for Nicodemus, it's 3d6.
Ooh. For 8 points of damage.
8 points. Oh, so close. You've done 22 this turn. Okay. I can keep track of hit points pretty well because I do Mathler. It's like causing myself pain every day. That's what it is.
It inflicts 1 point of psychic damage on you per day.
Maybe more than that. All right.
It inflicts X amount of psychic damage per day.
There you go.
Math.
There you
And
go.
every day you have to solve for X.
Yeah, your damage is whatever the solution is.
In that case, don't do hard Mathler because you'll very likely die every time you solve it. You get one chance at that thing. Okay. Hydra's not bloodied yet. Still looking fairly good. Is that it for Andromeda?
I think that's it, yeah.
Delta. Another dexterity saving throw, please, as you're sliding away from the ballista that you've worked so hard to gather everybody to.
Yeah, I really am feeling like I wasted my last turn.
That's the way the Hydra likes it.
Damn it. I'm guessing a 9 doesn't make it. 12 barely did.
Everybody sees Delta go whoosh, off the ship.
Oh!
You're in the water, Delta, with the Hydra. You know, you're like, oh, there it is. Yep, it's right there. You've got a full turn, though, in the water. What would you like to do?
Am I at the surface at least, or am I under full on?
You're probably close to the surface, relatively. I mean, than you are to the bottom. You know, so.
Quick, sneak attack it.
Uncanny dodge the ocean.
Stab it with a dagger. It's engaged.
And once again, if this is your first episode, the funny thing is, Soup is not a rogue. She just dresses like one.
I'm a fighter sorcerer.
Basically a rogue, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to swim to the surface first of all, so I can breathe.
Okay. All right. Do you have a swim speed? No? Do you want to make an athletics check? Let's just see how it goes.
Snakes usually have a swim speed, right? And they're all over her head.
Yeah, can my snakes swim?
Yeah, it's like
Her hair pulls it
it's like
along.
this outboard motor on her head of the
I like this
Yeah, but
idea.
The snakes don't have the back end, right? They're
Oh,
like
dear.
in her head, so so if they
I'll
move,
wiggle.
she goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Did
can't
one of us
pull
have
her?
Mariner's armor? Did one of us get Mariner's armor?
Oh, I think one of
last
us
week?
did, didn't we?
It was
Who did?
me.
It wasn't.
Was that
Wasn't
a
you?
different stream? No, one of us got Mariner's armor for sure.
It wasn't called that though. I forget what it was. It was somebody else's armor.
I think it was Andromeda's or Nyrix's. I don't
Does
think
that sound?
No, I just got
I-
basic mithril breastplate.
I
Right.
have the breastplate of Mitros.
I think. Does that have the
Oh,
Mariner's
that was
effect
it.
on it?
No.
Yeah, I think that was it. No?
No,
Yeah.
that cares about giants. Let's see.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Oh,
CC?
maybe it was me.
You can wear armor. Let's see. View.
Yeah.
So
Good
you
news
prob-
there will be it will give you a swim speed.
Oh no, it says you have a mithril breastplate.
I thought you gave that
but
to
I gave that to Nyrix
I'm
because
wearing
I
it.
needed to
Yeah.
add a new breastplate, but I couldn't find it when I was looking up, so I was going to ask Garrett to add it for me later.
That's probably it.
Never did.
I don't
And
wear
I
armor.
didn't do it. So maybe I have a swim speed.
So wait, you wanted to wear the Mariner's armor that you found last week? That was the intent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understand that, right?
For
We
sure.
did a whole thing. We swapped it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had
Yeah.
a loot.
We did a
treasure spot.
tradesies.
Mhm.
Well, then this worked out exactly as it should have. The person that fell into the water is wearing
Yeah.
the armor that the DM graciously gave to the party.
And we're all very thankful.
I love that DM.
Sidon suggested it, so everybody thanks Sidon.
I see why
Um,
Sidon is so sexy.
He does like sacrifices, so if you're thinking about something to do in your spare time, and you want to thank Sidon, there's that. Okay, so you've got swim speed equal to your normal speed.
That's 30 feet. So if I can swim up towards the surface and
Okay.
maybe towards the boat, that'd be great.
Yep, you're there. You're at the surface, you're at the boat, and it's also the intersection of the Hydra. They're all right there.
Oh, fantastic. Is there any
One of
way
the
that I
heads
can
looks down at you, Delta. It's like, oh, hey there.
is there any way I can get back up on the boat, or am I just
What-
chilling here
what-
netter to a boat?
Do you have a climb speed? Oh, that's an athletics check, I think, isn't it?
Never mind, I'll just chill in the water.
Oh, just hang out in the water? That's fine.
Yeah.
You just gotta take
I'll
a
do
quick
that.
3-level dip in actual rogue. You need to actually be a rogue.
Yeah. We'll get you some climbing boots.
Yeah.
We'll just solve all this in the equipment.
Travis,
but yes,
Delta's not gonna be able to move by the end, just laden in gear. This covers every situation.
Yeah. After defeating the first mate, you got the Azure scale, I think it's called. Right?
Yeah,
Azure
that's
scale.
it.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
yep.
Azure.
Bless your notes, Marty. I
Sure.
just have the number 99 circled, and I've already forgotten what
Is
it
it?
is.
Is that something I have to add to your
It's the number of yeah.
Yes. But yes, very good. At some point, someone put the druid who's a cleric in charge of inventory, so I've tried to take it seriously.
Well, okay, cool. So I'm just chilling down here on my floaty armor.
Yeah, I mean, you still have an action. You got a bonus action.
Sure do.
Got plenty of stuff you can do, I imagine. Right?
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna use some of my meta magic. I'm gonna quicken spell. I'm gonna quicken spell a green flame blade to cast that onto my Pythor's hammer.
All right. Pythor likes it. Oh, yes. Yes.
You could help her get out of the water, by the way. You're
Nice.
wrestling an unarmed ballista. It's-
He's like on it and it's spinning. Ah,
Oh, and you're losing. That's
And then I'm gonna use my action to do a whack with said hammer.
okay.
But he knows his advantage because you have a swim speed.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we should always throw you in water.
natural 20.
Should always fight in water. Is that what someone said?
Yeah, we're always
Hey,
going to
wait.
throw in water now.
Wait. Let's go back. Roll the dex save again, Delta. Let's pretend like none of that ever happened.
But I like that roll.
Okay, natural 20. All right.
Hell
God.
yeah.
Victory.
Hey, what is your armor, by the way? Is it a breastplate? Is that what the scale was, or was it scale armor?
I don't like that.
Um,
I don't like that question.
I don't know.
Called Azure Scale. That's all because it's mildly modified Mariner's armor. I don't know what the setting. If there's anything setting specific to it.
And awfully alliterative.
Ooh.
At least in its description.
Dragonlords.
If I can check it out. I have it up so that way I can add it so CC knows what
Thank
she
you.
does want.
I was gonna say Googling it was not helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah, you found this on the ship, right? So a set of
Gotham.
scale mail, Mariner's armor. All right.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So
That should be on there for you now. CC.
cool. So let's roll some damage.
I was hoping we'd forget, but all right, let's roll damage.
Alrighty. Cool. Love it when I roll real low. Okay, so it's 12 plus 2, 15, 19 damage.
Ooh, 19. All right, so ouch, it's getting a little beat up now. Okay, 19 damage. Bam. Piker's hammer strikes. You almost took a head off, not quite.
With fire, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it is fire damage?
Some of that was, yeah.
Oh, okay. So fire damage will prevent it from growing heads.
Ooh. Now
So
I
it
see.
will remain at 7 and
You
not
see.
move to 9
Now I see. Now I
at the
know.
end of its turn.
yeah.
Okay.
No, but I like that as far as like, yeah, Delta didn't know, so
Now Dalton might know.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Nyrix. You're flying around. Lots of stuff happening. Ship's
So-
kind of listing a little bit. Hydra's there. One of the heads getting at you.
So-
real quick, Timothy, what's the action economy to write a verse? Because I think Delta is smacking the shit out of a
That
Hydra's good.
20
Is it a reaction or
it's a reaction, which I think I already used on the one that happened earlier.
Okay.
So, yeah. So now, if it had happened on my turn, I could do it, but no. But yes, I did sort of allude to it when I went. Yeah. Free, react, an empty react, empty
I
calorie.
suppose you could replace it. Like
Replace.
instead of doing the verse in the one as you were writing, that could have happened. You could have went.
That's
oh,
cool.
No, that's much better. And you
I
like a
accept that.
release.
Yes, the rewrite. Oh no. Yes.
Yes.
This is victorious. So you're still in the Wawa, but you're fine in the Wawa, and you're kicking ass in the Wawa. So I don't need to worry about that.
Different thing in Southeast.
I know exactly. Yeah,
If
give
I
me a
know what you
give me a
get
sandwich
roasted,
and bag of chips while you're there, please. Those
Yeah.
sandwiches are like chef's kiss. Anyway, famously, yeah. So Does it have any metal in it or on it? Like it got hit with a javelin or no?
I don't think
Nothing
so.
pierced, no arrow sticking in it or anything metal. All right. Is there any sort of metal chain on the ship, or is it all ropey rope?
Let's find out.
Uh huh.
Natural one says it's all rope.
Okay, no problem. Uh, shifting tactics then. Hmm. I'm gonna try and hurt it again with Dissonant Whispers. So I'm gonna ask it to make another DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, please.
All right. I'm going to
Get it.
really concentrate. What my friends used to do. We're going to charge it up. Here we go. Oh, it's a 12.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so he's gonna get driven away. So anybody next to him gets to smack him with their reaction. My friend with the flaming hammer. So because he's gonna move away, and he
Heroes,
takes.
Delta, and Andromeda all get attack opportunity.
That's beautiful. Okay, so 5, 10, 16 points of psychic.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was
Alright.
another third level slot because this is a big boy. I have one third level slot left. Great, and I will bonus action give. I'm gonna give Naya inspiration.
Okay. Naya has inspiration. Attacks of opportunity all around. Andromeda, want to go first?
Okay. Does my Amazon Frenzy works on attack of opportunities, or is it just like a straight roll?
Good attack.
Yeah, I think it would apply here.
Okay. Pretty good. That's not so good. So that is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Nice.
And that is 7 points of damage.
7 more points. So that one, set to that, and it loses a head. Just went over the 25-point threshold for the turn. Delta, taking a swing with the hammer.
Yeah. I got a 15.
15. That's a power score. That's what you need to hit a Hydra.
All right. So it's gonna take 11 damage.
11 more.
Nice.
And that officially bloodied it. Kyros.
Fire blood.
Let's see. What is your inspiration die, Nyrix?
Minimum value is 2.
What die do I roll, though?
Oh, sorry. It is a at this level. It is a D8.
D8.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So that will be a 19 to hit.
Kabam.
19's a hit.
4. Nice. 15 slashing damage.
Goodness gracious. Okay. And the Hydra sort of releases the ship and swims off another 30 feet away from the ship again. The ship sort of comes back up. That was all Nyrix's turn.
I didn't use my movement. Movement. Can I? Are you cool in the water? Or do you want me to try and help you get out?
I mean,
You're all right where you are for now?
Concentrate on killing the Hydra. I'm not doing
So
too bad. At least I can't fall off the ship here.
Right. That's true.
At a point.
You're not forced to use your
Always
turn doing saving throw.
Linings.
Yeah.
Always look on the bright side, Delta.
All right. Yeah. I will try and rally the crew. I don't know if that's probably an action, but my positive vibe is like, get on those ballista. We've got to focus. Try and light those. Ignite with pitch. The tips of the ballistas.
Got it.
Fire. That kind of stuff.
Okay.
From the air, hopefully,
All right. Naya,
Yes.
there's a lot that has happened.
ever-changing landscape on a boat. Actually, it's mostly water. I will come out from my hidey hole, and enough that I need to be able to see Delta.
Okay.
So that may put me
Kind
closer
of go to
to
the edge of the
Can you
ship.
look through like an oar hole or something?
You
No.
could look through an oar hole.
That word sounds wrong.
And then we'll.
There's actually one empty if you remember.
There's an either hole and an or hole.
I will
Is there an
cast.
and hole? A butthole?
Boom! Boom!
There's all kind of conjunction holes here.
God, this is Dugan's hole all over.
There's an as hole.
Yes! Whoa! Bringing it way back. Oh my goodness.
Don't worry, I'm giving all of that inspiration goes to Sidon. So
Elder God Banana Hammock.
Yeah, historically, this will be the rest of the stream, Garrett. I'm sorry. But yes, I will cast Aid at the highest level I have. I'll make sure Delta gets that because she's dangerous right now. I think myself and Nyrix are the next two squishiest. I know.
I'm at 35 currently. My max is 45.
Okay.
And that's the one that gives us temps, right?
Yes, but this one actually can stack, but I will not be doing that. But just so you know.
Doesn't Aid raise our max?
Yes, Aid raises your max, and then you can pile temps on top of it.
Right, so it stacks with temps.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. And so I will do that to the squishiest of us.
Thank you.
Fortunately, the beast is away, but I will cast. I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Ooh.
At second level to be prepared for when it does come back.
Nice.
Okay. It's only 30 feet away.
I
don't know what the range of Spiritual Weapon is.
But then I have to move it before I can attack with it again. So I wonder if it's better to have it here already.
Okay.
Especially because we're on a moving boat.
Yep.
So then it'll be 30 feet that way. Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Got it.
But yeah, so I will cast it kind of at basically next to me to fight for me when.
Okay.
And it will be in the form of a second Pythor's hammer, since I saw that worked okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
What is the aid benefit? We get 5?
Plus 10. I cast 10. It at the.
Wow, thank you. And that's
level.
for like 8 hours or something? Is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
That's
at least
amazing.
an hour.
At least for as long as we're likely to be alive. Thank you.
Yes. 8 hours, yeah. But yes, and that will be 1 Hydra bite apiece.
Yes.
Worth of hit points.
That's good. I feel better already.
All right, and for the sake of drama and tragedy, I will say it took my full movement to get to a point where I could see Delta, so I will be exposed on the deck, but still like doing my goofy, weird dancing thing.
You're not in long shots anymore because they're filming you separately.
Yeah.
Is there some like original series Trek like bridges under attack movement from you, like going from pillar to pillar
at all times?
Hit.
Okay. Hydra's turn. You guys see the Hydra submerge and swim off.
Oh.
It left. Insight.
Sure.
Can I see where it went?
Okay, yeah, probably not so great. 14 on my insight.
14. Well, I mean, it was bloodied. It was pretty beat up.
Okay.
It did not regrow another head, so it only has 6 heads now instead of the 7 it started with.
So it's obviously, yeah.
Let's see. It swam off. So you guys are heading to island number 1. Oh, it swam off directly to the south towards constellation number 9.
Let me pull up our map. Let me actually pull it up in here so I can post it in chat again.
Destination number 9.
Yes, it's going home. It's tucking its head between its legs and
Right.
okay.
Oh no, it was in the proper channel, not the back chat.
I will then use my spiritual weapon to help Delta get out of the water.
Oh,
Can I just like grab onto it?
Your weapon was in the shape of a ladder.
as everything calms down on the boat, you can see one of the ballistas just slowly stops. You know, the spin comes to an end. It's like, oh, see, Pythor always wins. Finally, the ballista gave up.
He must have an amazing constitution to drink the way he does and be spinning like that and still be okay.
Yeah, I think it is a 30.
Right. It's like Wolverine.
So the Hydra went towards Constellation 9?
Yeah, Themis.
Cool. It's not like we have to go there or anything.
Well, now we know that, like, it's hurt. We heard it. Maybe it's afraid of us. Maybe we can make friends with it. Just be like, look, man, you got a bad deal. We're the choosing. We can help you out.
Oh, okay.
You help us, we help you. Maybe we can get you another head back.
Get your head straight.
Okay, so let's recap the events. We all know we've got 60 days
Yeah.
before Naya turns 18 and all hell breaks loose. So, what's happened so far? Day 60, you left Mitros. You
Those
decided
are probably independent. It's probably just unrelated. Yeah, just
Yeah, right.
Just
Two
curious
separate
timing.
things will happen in 60 days. Yeah.
and probably.
So you've left Mitros for the island of Yonder, and Lutheria sent you a pleasant dream on day 60, right? Day 59, you're sailing the Cerulean Gulf. Sidon sent you a little welcoming gift in the form of a Hydra. You've survived that. Wasn't really the intent, but it is what it is. We'll carry on. Day 58, you will be arriving at the island of Yonder. You guys will all have the opportunity to rest over the evening.
Nice. So we lose the aid benefit after we've... But that's cool. Thank you. That was lovely.
All right. So, actually, over the course of the evening, Kira offers to share a little backstory on Thylia, if you'd like to hear it. She's like, "Hey, since I'm the goddess of music, I know you guys didn't figure that one out, but we'll let it go." She says, "I know all about poetry, and there's the old legend of creation. Perhaps I could regale everybody in the legend of creation while you're all resting."
Please do.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. So the story goes like this. Thylia was of the old gods. She was ancient even when this world that we're on right now was young. But she was always known to be gentle and generous. She was born into a time of war and chaos among her kind, and she refused to take sides in their disputes. So she lived her entire life in contemplative silence, never speaking a single word. And yet, though she was silent, she possessed a powerful resolve that the other gods sensed and respected. Even Kentamane of the 100 Hands, the most violent and warlike of them all, was drawn to her quiet strength. She alone of all the gods could quell his furious temper with her calming spirit. I imagine Naya maybe probably knew about some of this because she's a Thylia nut. You're just there nodding your head. Yep, accurate.
No notes so far.
Eventually, Thylia grew wary of the endless strife and conflicts, and she isolated herself from the other gods. She sought respite on the farthest edges of the ocean, and Kentamane, who was now her lover and protector, followed, turning his back on war and violence to walk with Thylia on the path of tranquility. Alone, the pair were happy for a time, but Thylia still felt all the pain and suffering in the world, like a million arrows piercing her gentle soul. It's like Naya and Thylia are one almost.
We have a lot. We have a lot in common.
Yeah. In time, Thylia's joy gave way to despair until, unable to bear it any longer, she drowned herself beneath the water.
Oh no.
Relatable.
I feel like this was Naya's bedtime story every night.
It's just like Bram Stoker's Dracula. Like somehow this is like, what? Are you the Echo?
My favorite part is when she drowns herself. I was told that was weird, but
Yet her death was not a surrender, it was a glorious sacrifice. Thylia's body came apart, her head and torso floating back to the surface to become a chain of virgin islands, and her heart burst from her chest and transformed into a giant tree, rising up from the center of the continent she had birthed. Her limbs sunk to the bottom of the sea, stretching and twisting into great roots that connected each island, nurturing the fertile plants and gentle animals that sprang into being on the island's surface. Kentamane's grief over his lover's death was inconsolable. Without Thylia to temper his moods, he succumbed once more to his most violent urges. Screaming his fury at the heavens, he thrashed and raged in the oceans around the body of his lover, unleashing terrible storms and massive tidal waves that threatened to swallow the newborn island. But yet, even after her death, a part of Thylia's spirit remained in the great heart tree at the center of all the islands. She reached out, silent as ever, and brushed against her mad husband's mind, soothing his tortured spirit with a soft caress. And sensing her presence, the 100-handed giant transformed his grief into a new purpose, binding himself to what was left of his lover with a solemn vow. Kentamane became the ward and protector of the islands, taking up an eternal vigil in the waters around their untouched shore. And fed by Thylia's generous spirit, and with Kentamane keeping the evils of the outside world at bay, life in the forgotten land flourished into a perfect, unspoiled paradise. And finally, the goddess who never spoke was content. That's the legend of creation.
Hmm.
Don't know if that'll help at all, but
I like it. I like this Kentamane.
it was a pretty good version.
Hey, you didn't emphasize the drowning enough.
Yeah, I really could have.
The druids of the circle used to gurgle and like do all
Yeah.
the thing.
We'd all scream into our water at the same time.
All right.
Your screaming bowls.
Yeah, as she recounts that part, I absolutely summon water to the urn and scream into it.
Okay. All right. Are we ready for the island of Yonder? Anything anybody would like to do to prepare before we start talking about this island that you all want to go to so bad?
Prepare.
Just why?
Yeah,
I don't know why
yes.
you want to go there.
Why would anyone want to go there?
I mean,
Because
I
we're
can
the
think of one
choosing.
reason. Starts with an S, ends with an F.
Okay.
I was promised a level.
That's it's a meta reason. I got it. Yeah.
Our special gear.
Right.
Oh, that's
We all want to level up because we think we can survive if we're high enough level against the onslaught that is to come.
It's a speed running tactic.
Yeah. Okay. So we're all good?
Yes.
Ready for the island of Yonder?
as ready as I will ever be.
Not just here, not just over there. We're talking about
Yonder.
Yonder.
All right. As your ship approaches this rocky island, a shallow cove appears to be the best spot to lay anchor. This island is stained and charred white marble, and concrete ruins dot the shore as you sort of sail around it and see this cove. And all around the shore line, you can clearly see the bones of giant humanoids. Esther jumps into your head there, Kyros. He's like, "Oh, I remember this island. We had some fun here, huh? We took a lot of them big bad beasties down here, didn't we? Oh yeah, that was good times."
This is the worst audio tour I've ever been a part
of. Many of the structures of the island are ancient, but they're still relatively intact. But they do have doorways that are unusually tall and wide. And as you near the cove, you see that there is a tower on the inside of the cove that seems to be really the only complete building in this area of the cove that's in sight. And it looks more recently built. Its foundations are clearly, newer than the rest of the buildings that you've seen so far on the island. And there's a window in the tower, and you can see that there's some movement in there.
Oh,
one of the silhouettes you think has 6 arms.
Oh, great. Now the new tower. Are the proportions also gigantic, or are they more correlative to some folk of our stature?
Yeah, a little bit more in line with folk of your stature.
Medium size, right?
Yep.
What do you guys want to do?
So, apparently the cove appears to be watched by folk in the tower. Or you can try to find a different place to sort of set anchor and find yourselves aboard this island if you'd like. Or reconnaissance, or whatever you want to do. You let me know.
Yeah, I think we should try to not take the front door, but...
Do you want me to fly and recon? Look around?
Got you and Nicodemus. I don't mind taking advantage of that.
Sure.
Okay, so Nyrix and Nicodemus, they're gonna kind of do a fly around.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Do you want perception checks or?
Yeah. Why don't you do that? Give me both perception checks for the two of you. We'll make it a group check.
Ooh, nice.
Nicodemus, just.
Okay, I have a 24.
All right, 24.
Well, let me see.
Yeah, I don't know. What's
he has advantage on that.
Oh, okay.
So that's a 5.
Okay.
I rolled like a 6 and a 4.
Yep. Okay, so flying around, there's really...
When Nicodemus gets back, you're like, did you find any place for the boat to land? And Nicodemus says, what's a boat?
So as you're flying around Nyrix, there's really only a couple of points of interest on the island. One is the guard tower. It does look like it's relatively heavily garrisoned with what you can tell is almost 20 different individuals that are protecting the cove. That is literally the front door of this island. It would be easy for you to land, easy to get to the docks. You could walk right on, but you're going to meet immediate resistance of some sort.
Right.
The only other point of interest on the island is right at its center. So there's this there's a sort of ring of a mountain range that goes around the center of the island, and right in the middle of it is sort of this plateau. And you can tell that there's a trail that runs from that cove and from the guard tower up. It slopes up to that plateau. It's about, you would guess, about a 200-foot high plateau. And that's where it looks like the Order of Sidon has their main encampment. They've sort of got some walled structure there that fits into the natural protection that the plateau offers. And so even walking up to the front door of that thing, it looks like it's heavily walled, heavily manned. But there is a couple of structures of interest, you would say, at that point. And you're guessing that's probably where folks like Gaius and some of the other leadership of the Order of Sidon are likely located.
Great.
Outside of that, the rest of the island has smatterings of settlements here and there. But the Order of Sidon is a heavy presence throughout the entire place.
And the settlements look like they're just other people who are unrelated to the Order? Just people who grew up there?
I mean, it's hard to tell, but
right.
The Order of Sidon has heavy control throughout the entire island.
Right.
So
everybody in Hollywood is
choice or
involved
otherwise,
in the show business industry.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Okay. Come back, relate findings to crew. Do I feel like I was seen? I mean, I'm flying. Can I make a stealth check to offset that?
You could make a stealth check.
Great. May I rather? I'm sure I can. So +4. Oh. That was a 9. So maybe not.
9?
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel like you were generally noticed, but you don't seem like you've caused necessarily any like alert or military action to take place.
Okay. Right. I will relate that to my allies too. So it's the trail again is like cove to tower to plateau, like kind of a straight shot.
Yep.
But
that seems to be the main thoroughfare. That would be the path of least resistance. That would get you straight to the heart of the Order of Sidon pretty quickly.
Would that be the path of most resistance?
Well, so you could find, there are places that you've found where you could probably anchor the ship off island, right? Take the rowboat in, but you're probably going to waste a solid day of just hiking over the mainland to get to where this Order of Sidon structure is at the center. So the choice is like, do we just try to fight our way up to the front door and save time, quote unquote, or do you try to sneak your way in knowing you're probably going to lose a day and then maybe get the jump on the folks at, right, or stealth your way through and find what you need to find within the Order of Sidon's main headquarters?
These are good questions.
I mean, even though I knew it was going to happen, the fact that 3 days were already off is an alarming start. So yeah, it's take our time and try and circumvent this, costing perhaps days, or try to walk through the front door and just be like, we're going to kill every motherfucker in here. see how far that gets us.
Show up shooting.
I think Naya probably would promote... Sorry.
I was just going to say, if it helps inform the decision, most of the Order of Sidon look like standard soldier regiment, right? It's not like they're special forces. They're typical, mortal soldiers, right? You're going to have your mix of humans and elves, maybe some dwarves, perhaps even some gnomes, although it gets less and less frequent as that list goes down. You do see some occasional Geigans here and there throughout the garrison, right? And you know that there are at least 2 at the tower.
That's what the 6-arm figure was. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. And you said at the tower, 20 different individuals, and then up in the plateau. Did I get a sense of numbers? People up there, or did I not?
Altogether, you're gonna guess there's at least 20 active out and about during the day,
Right.
and you're thinking it could be as many as twice of that because there's probably some that it's like an around the clock type of thing.
People inside and
Yep.
other places. So I saw at least 20, and there's evidence of more probably. Okay, great. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I think Naya will encourage taking an indirect route. I, as a player, probably prefers the direct route. At the very least, we see if we take the tower, we have a beachhead, long rest before we move inward if we have to.
Well, but then if we're taking a long rest, then we're wasting almost just as much time.
True.
It's true.
Can we?
It might take us multiple days to sneak in, though.
Can we be stealthy? I am trained to stealth. No. I'm not trained to stealth. I have half proficiency. So.
I don't think we're the most stealthy party
Right.
in the world, but we're also not the most
fine.
We might not be that bad.
Yeah.
There are a lot of dexterity builds.
I've seen Task Force Unlikely sneak into a place before, and I mean,
right.
They had a lot of armor.
Their rogue was a +3.
Well,
my vote is more towards sneaking in. I think that we're looking at about the same amount of time either way, especially if we need to rest after a big fight. So I would at least encourage towards trying to sneak than trying to fight our way through.
We may find out more information too if we go.
So I do understand stealth is a concern, but I would also ask for survival checks to see how quickly you can get crossed.
Well, we've got survival.
Well,
we're pretty good at that.
Three of us are Outlanders.
So Outlanders was the working title of this game at first. So. Yeah, I think it's a toss up, but Andy and Liz, you got.
Kyros won, not plans. No good. I mean, he'd probably be like, just go right through, that the direct way. You're talking about multiple days. He can't think that far ahead.
What's the most fighting?
Yeah.
Also, his stupid axe likes killing giants, so he's probably he's got two buzzing things in his head.
Oh, God.
So they cancel each other out somehow, even though they're both voting for the same thing.
Genocide, right. Yeah, let's sneak if we can. That's fine.
Okay.
Andromeda?
You're the deciding vote here.
Though I don't think there's much of a decision, since everyone seems to be for sneaking. Which, it's a much better way, because it's Andromeda would think, well, three of this party aren't very good at, direct assaults on things. So it's yeah, we could probably cheese it and, find some way to overpower them, but it's still, we're gonna run out of resources really quickly, and they're not. So it's a numbers game, too, because we don't want to lose any more of our crew than we have to.
Yeah, is it just us, or are we bringing NPCs with us, too?
That's also what I wanted to ask, because it's
That's that makes, I think, a big difference. Because we could even have them do one thing and us do the other, and they could create a diversion.
Oh, you could convince my dad to create a diversion at the front door any day.
Right? So, maybe it helps us get in.
He's got proficiency. That's literally a skill on his.
I mean, if we can do some sort of coordinated approach that, like, if we're able to let them know when we're in position to a place where we could get in and be like, okay, create a diversion, distract them. You know, this is my helm of circulative whatever intelligence speaking through me. I think probably, but just thinking tactically. Like, if we've got numbers, that might offset it. If it's just us we're talking about, you know, squishy is definitely a factor, but we have people who signed up, like, you know, Argonauts. They're Ultranauts, right?
We have one less person than we signed up with, which is why I'm concerned with, you know,
That's true.
throwing NPCs at.
Yeah, because they're kind of our speedrun tactics at
That's
the
not
end.
my
Yeah.
point of view. That's not. That's not my argument. No, I'm just saying they're here. They're in it to win it just as much as we are. I mean, they're all heroes too, right? So, did we get Sadie back?
He just fell down.
Okay.
Yeah, he fell down.
Yeah, he
He's
was
fine.
What about
Oh, let's see. I'll make a roll to see if the
Evos.
Hydra ate him. Ready?
What?
Oh, no. It's only a 3. Natural 3. So, no, he's good.
It choked on trinkets.
Sadie's around. Yeah.
Yeah, I say maybe we make a big show that after we scouted the island, we realized we want no part of it. And then we sail away to the other side of the island, row in, and strike inland.
Okay. So, do you want the remaining crew to go back with the Ultros and try to create a diversion? Is that the plan, or are they just going to wait? Sort of.
I think they should. The Orman signed up to be Orman. I don't think each of them is a named NPC.
What about the Eitherman?
Could be. We'll have to ask them.
What about the Butman?
We're gonna get back into the hole, people.
We fell into a Dugan's hole. That is a game. That's like when you fall into like a bit that like sidetracks the game. That's a Dugan's hole.
Yeah. Yes. Don't fall into a Dugan's hole.
Oh, we totally fell into a Dugan's hole on that one, right?
But yeah, I would say let's just. That also alerts them that there's anything going on, so maybe they heighten security back at the camp, etc. I think the best way is to try and, at worst, ingratiate ourselves with the locals a little bit to try and sneak up as best we can.
Okay.
I think.
All right. So anchor offshore, take the rowboat to the island. Is timing a concern? Do you want to, if you left now after your recon and you made decent time through the island, you'd probably reach the headquarters by nightfall. Is that the intent?
I like that. Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And then we can call next episode "What Fight on Yonder Island Breaks."
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. So
let's try and make as much progress as we can.
Okay. So, and it's just the 5 of you going, and
Does Kira insist on coming? Or now that the illusion's gone, is she no longer our?
good question.
Isn't she trying to see to write it?
What about
Could
Bullbug?
Hang out with her bro.
Yeah, I'm not trying. I'm just wondering, is that her role has been so far to be our chronicler? Is she like, hey, mask's off now. I'm staying on the boat.
No, she's chronicling events. I mean, she would be happy to come along and chronicle, but that's kind of your choice, though.
I think
She
she could
does-
be part of distraction force.
Distraction force. Yeah, I don't know about for our force though. Like, maybe.
Yeah, she
I
has
don't know.
proven to be a unhelpful.
Well,
I mean,
less,
steadfast companion.
but yeah, less efficacious.
Forthright and honest.
Never once lied to us.
Not even once.
Okay, so I'm hearing you don't want Kira to come along.
She can stay there. We have a chronicler already.
Yeah, I mean, and to a stealth party of 5, I think, is just better than a stealth party of 6. Like,
Yeah.
especially one whose job is making more noise.
That's right.
Stealth
All right,
party 5 is pretty good, but stealth just the 8 of us was kind of.
So
Cheaper
the
by
Ultros
the
is anchored.
stealth.
The rowboat goes down. 5 of you into the rowboat, up to the island. Okay. Let's do some group checks.
So no one's gonna help. That's fine. No, it's good.
Let's do a group stealth check first.
Does anyone need guidance, or are we all pretty dexterous?
We're all pretty dexterous.
I might be the lowest with +2.
I have +4.
I've got
Alright.
+5.
I got +4 too.
Actually,
I will guide myself then as well.
Oh.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
yeah.
It's technically better. Using my D inspiration. Oh, Delta's dabbing. Oh.
One of my dice loves me today.
Well, you might be compensating for some other,
All right.
some other.
All right, let's go down the list. Andromeda?
6.
6. Yeah, okay. Delta?
Nat 20, which makes that a 25.
Oh.
Boom.
My God.
Don't we have someone with Pass Without Trace?
Oh yeah, we.
Well,
Can't we up our checks by 10?
Okay,
You want to cast it?
I'll cast it.
Please.
It's a spell slot. Okay. So
Time.
that's a 16 and a 35 then? Is that what I'm
Yeah.
hearing?
Thank you
Okay.
very much, Liz.
Kyros?
I'm going to give you inspiration.
You're plus 10.
Oh, thanks.
with my
Nah.
+10 is 21.
Nice.
All right. That's already pretty good. But with the Delta already check, Naya?
I got a 20 the honest way. You know, the hardworking,
Oh, sure.
pulled myself up by my bootstraps, lunch pail.
Yeah.
Whatever. The dirt.
No, yes, I got a 20, so I guess I got a 30.
30. Yeah. All right. Not the highest, surprisingly, but yeah. All right.
But we are in my environment.
Nyrix, what did you?
23, thanks to Andromeda.
So the one that cast Pass Without Trace actually had the lowest check.
Yeah.
All right.
That sort of makes sense, right? You cast a
Yeah.
spell and you're like, fuck it, man, I got my spell up. You're like bumping into shit. Nobody can tell.
All right. Make a group survival check for me.
Oh. Survive Without Trace? Is that a spell?
Probably not.
Destroying my life. Survive Without Trace.
Boop.
Ooh.
Okay.
Using this dice
Andromeda?
from now on. Hell yeah.
25.
Oh!
That's a good one. Delta?
17.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right. Kyros?
13. It's above.
Okay. Not as
average.
good, but okay. Naya?
I rolled pretty low. It's a 16.
Ooh, 16. All right.
16's
Nyrix?
good. Better than me. I got a 12.
12.
Yeah, but I rolled low to get a 16. I could have aced this.
Right. I rolled low to get a 12. Fair's fair.
Fair enough.
Okay, you guys make fair speed across the island of Yonder, and you do reach the main. This is actually called the Forbidden Library. It's the name of the headquarters for the Order of Sidon. So you reach there, and it's nightfall. It's probably like 8 p.m. ish is the time frame when you're reaching this location. And when you get there, you navigate through the mountains, through the mountain passes. Like you find one, and you're sort of at the bottom of this plateau where this library sits. And as I mentioned, right, it's like sheer cliff, around the whole side of this thing, except for this one sloping path that leads up. And that path leads to a walled, gated entrance. So now you have the decision of, do you try to scale up the sides or the back of this plateau to continue to sneak your way in? Or is this the opportunity where you try to save yourself some time and just walk up to the front door and see if there's a better way in there?
Did we see any guards?
The front gate looks like it's garrisoned by a few guards. So there's like guards up on the parapet, maybe 3 total. Nothing special about the guards. They just look like they're doing their job and watching out over the front gate. And then you see, like in the front gate area, there's some of these odd-looking decorative statues that are littered about the front of the gate.
How realistically portrayed are they?
Tough to tell what they even are from a distance.
Right. Okay.
Regardless of the plan, I cast aid on the same 3 people.
Well, thank you.
Third level.
Okay.
Shazam. Thank you.
So let's see what. Do you guys have equipment that you can use to climb with? To scale the cliffs?
Didn't we all get a potion of climbing last episode?
Yeah,
Oh, I think
we did.
I
Dang.
believe that's true.
Yeah.
So just so you know, you can make an informed decision. The DC on scaling the cliffs would be 15 for an athletics check.
Okay.
And I'd make it a group check.
I mean,
So I need 3 out of 5 successes on a 15.
Doesn't a potion of climbing delete the need for those checks? Doesn't it just give you a climb speed? Or is there something beyond?
it gives you advantage on athletics checks.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool.
Okay.
To climb, specifically. To
right.
climb. Yes.
Is this, should I climb, or like is there wind that's going to affect my ability to fly?
No, that's right. You don't have to.
Okay, cool.
You could just fly up. I mean, I'm sure it is windy, but it's not.
I
so
would
windy.
like to spot my fellows as they climb.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait until they go, and then I'll sort of be the and try to
So the decision apparently is to climb and use some potions.
It seems fortuitous.
I need 2 more successes out of 4 rolls. Then.
Okay.
Want to do these one at a time? Who wants to go first?
I'm an Olympian.
I'm gonna give Delta inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Delta gets
Yeah.
I might need it.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I saw your face. Your expression, I mean.
Got a hot -1, so.
The potion of climbing does say you get a climbing speed, and then in addition, athletics bonus to athletics checks. But I don't know if the climbing speed, if the rock face is too sheer anyway. I don't know how this works.
Because I think we always played it wrong. That climbing speed does not necessarily mean. Oh, it just means you don't have your movement or whatever.
Right.
You still have to make the check.
You still have to make the check unless it's like super easy. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think we'd still want to make checks in this case.
Okay.
But you all get advantage if
Yes.
you're drinking a potion of climbing. So.
I will cast guidance on Delta.
Thank you.
Okay.
So you have advantage,
Pile it on.
and you have a plus D4.
All right.
And a plus D8.
And a
And plus
Also,
Yeah, right.
Delta, why don't you roll first for us?
Oh, good.
He was going to set the tone. He's going to set the tone.
All right, I'm gonna do my regular roll. Ooh, glad I have advantage on
Okay,
that.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. I got an 18.
Nice.
Just naturally, I didn't have to use any of the. I'll use the guidance though, because that just keeps.
Yeah, the
going.
guidance.
So a 20 with the guidance. I'll save
Very
the
good.
inspiration though.
Yeah.
That is 1 success. Once
Hooray!
Oh wait, well it would be a 19, but whatever.
again. Yeah, right.
That's
Minus
true.
1.
That's true. Yeah, still success.
I'll go next.
Andromeda, do it.
Okay, so I'm going to use my potion of climbing, which
Okay.
so that gives me advantage.
It's weird that doesn't show up as a magic potion, by the way.
Oh.
I had to scroll down, and mine's in my backpack
Yeah.
for whatever reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said to add it to my equipment, but it added it to my backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Move. Hit move.
That's a 13
Okay,
With
Yeah.
advantage?
with advantage. I rolled a
Yeah.
5 and a 10.
Oh.
that is 1 failure. So 1 and 1. Still looking for a success.
Does
Two
that
folks to
mean?
go.
But you don't slip. It's slow, or
Yeah, so I'm
We
going to
just
do it
have
as a
to
group
have
thing, and then based
Okay.
on how well you all succeed,
We'll see what happens, right? I get you.
Naya?
Like if I can I cast guidance on myself as well, or since it's a group check, have I committed my guidance?
Oh no, you could cast it on yourself, I suppose.
Bless you. You're a kind man. So yes, athletics with advantage. Okay, that's
Nice.
going to be pretty good up front. So
I love how this group fought a Hydra, and yet climbing the sheer cliff is the most tense thing we've done this episode.
It's always the way.
Throw all of our
every
resources
group
at the
has a
cliff,
blind spot.
not a cliff.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Yes, I got a 24.
Oh, that's a success. All right, so we know we're going to get to the top. Kyros,
Okay, here we go.
I think we're all expecting a pretty good result here.
Glad
You never
I drank that potion of potions.
Hmm?
That's much better.
There we go.
19.
19. All right, 3 successes. Yeah, it's a little slow going, but nobody takes any damage. There's no serious slips or falls. You guys get to the top of the cliff, and let's find out where you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right at the back. Okay. All right, so let me orient myself with where you guys are ending up. Okay. So you reach the top of the cliff, and right in front of you is what looks to be a really, really large building. You're at the back of it, and the way this building is set, it's sort of like old Greek style, right? So it's got all the columns and pillars that are along the interior of the roof of the building, right? And then on the opposite side of you, there's a large set of stairs that leads up into the entrance proper, which the entrance proper is all open and airy. So you're looking at the back of the building. So as you come along the side of it, you're realizing, oh, we're actually in the library proper. Like this building is probably the main library, and opposite it is more of a large military construct, right? It's the extension of where all the walls and structure are built at the front of the plateau. You've literally snuck yourselves right up to the front steps of the library itself.
Great.
The walls of this, the entry area of the library are, it's an enormous room, and the walls are lined with shelves of books and scrolls. Its ceiling, as written here, almost staggeringly high ceiling, right? Lined with books, scrolls. It's got the whole thing. Not what you would expect from an Order of Sidon, but not only are they sexy, they're also smart.
Smart is sexy, definitely.
I say like almost staggeringly. Like just reach a little bit further. Like it's like
It's like when you look up at like the Washington Monument if you go to DC, and it's like you're almost like going to fall back, but not quite.
Sure.
Like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's ladders that lean up against the walls that would allow you access to even the highest tomes. And as you sneak up, you notice that there are 6 robed humanoids, standard human size. Looks like they're milling about, studying or cleaning or whatever it is. And at the back of the library stand 2 very large, very many armed figures. It looks like they're standing guard over the library itself.
Now, we're in stealth mode, right?
You are in stealth mode.
Okay. And our prior
That's without
check
trace.
is so whatever, so we're good.
And I would also note that the guards standing at the back, they're standing on either side of those 2 guards. There is a single door that looks like it goes to an inner area or an inner room that's built within the structure. So 2 rooms off of the library.
And the library inhabitants who are not the guards, are they all like dressed in the robes of the Temple of Sidon? Are they all okay?
Yep.
Sorry,
I'm mistaken. 3 doors, 3 rooms. 3 rooms off of open mine.
What do we want to do?
First thought is find us some robes and sneak our way through.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
can
Find
we
the
sneak
laundry
up
room
behind
first?
these guys and like knock them out and.
What's their demographic? Are they all humanoids? Are they all humans? Are they? So are us non-humanoids gonna stick out?
No, I mean they're a mix. They are the mortal races, but they're a mix.
Right.
Yeah, so like a robed satyr would probably stick out. A robed nymph or a robed siren, yeah, probably. Might want to keep that hood up.
Yeah.
A robe to giant cat man.
What? No,
Yeah,
I'm a normal size.
A
I'll
robed
stoop.
Medusa. No.
I hunch.
If they have hoods, we have some hope. I mean, I can do the Warren Worthington III thing with my wings under my big suit coat. My
Not
double
sure how we
breast.
get the robes without being noticed. Although these might be them. There are 6 of them walking around. So
There's 5 of us and 6 of them.
I might need
And
2
two-
robes.
yeah. Oh, and a backup robe anyway. And they're red, so they won't show blood.
I spilled spaghetti sauce on mine already.
I mean, or you could go explore opposite the library in the sort of the military area.
In the military compound, I think our chances against these nerds a lot more.
You could just see if there's some robes lying around there. You never know.
See, I see. That is a better plan than just
Yeah, is there a
me.
laundry room? Is there like
6 librarians in quiet contemplation or an armed garrison. You guys, I'm just saying.
One of them sounds more fun. Oh my god, it's so quiet in here.
Yeah, and plus, as Andy said, his axe has got to be like, there they are. Just go get them.
Just go
go
come
get
on,
them. There's
man.
2 of them right there. Do you guys? Can you see them? There's 2 of them right there. There's 2 of them right there.
Like my mini map just keeps flashing an arrow. Like
It's-
kill?
No, look where I'm pointing. I'm pointing at.
why would
Yeah,
you-
I and if we see a way around this without violence, but I think we're probably going to have to fight some nerds. And if we're about to, then I'm going to huff my incense. I'm starting to develop a habit.
It's okay. You have to get in the zone.
Might just huff it anyway, but hate for it to go. It's already burning. Is all. Like it's just.
I am just picturing it's just like spray paint at this point. It's just like just huff and spray paint.
It's just this like,
Nice
yeah,
have this
right.
constant incense ring around her.
she's got ring face again.
Yeah.
Some
It's in
ring
the
head.
shape of a wooden bowl.
You got a problem. She's just like muttering numbers to herself after each puff. 12 and 7.
You guys let me know when we're ready to go, because
'Cause I'm there, baby. Just one
Have
more
to have
hit.
an intervention
Oh,
when you're
my
halfway through.
God.
One more bowl.
is she rubbing incense on her gums? That's not what
Naya,
incense is for.
You promised you'd quit. I just want to see the future just a little bit.
That was sort of an oracle when she's had too much to huff.
It's like
NFTs, you're just like NFTs, you're like drooling. Oh,
it's
no.
like the what's the Dave Chappelle character? It's like
Oh, yeah.
Y'all get any more incense?
Right. So,
yeah. So
are we whispering tactics to each other? What do we want to do here?
are you going to try to ambush this group? Is that what's going?
Let's get the jump on these nerds.
So
I dumped
we
their
got-
books.
And steal their
we've
robes.
got- we've got the 2 guards though, right there, right?
Yeah, but they're like
They're in the back.
they're at the other. Are they even facing us? That was my question.
Oh
I
yeah,
keep kicking.
yeah.
Yeah, they're like looking
they're-
at the room, and these
They're at
guys.
the back wall and they're observing.
And all the books, to be clear, they line the walls. They're not stacks within the room. So it's not like we can, nerd
I mean,
one.
there's maybe
nerd two,
large bookshelf or 2 maybe towards the middle of the room, but it's not like
Are
most,
there any
most everything is.
Are there any
there any,
nerds
like-
behind a bookshelf that is blocking the view of the many armed
like,
guard?
Yeah.
like a little. Yeah, you could probably work that out.
Like
Alright.
to crouch and listen, to see if I can see any red shapes moving that I can't see. That's how this works, right?
I activate
Right.
barbarian vision.
Yeah.
So what's the plan? Like one of you wants to go in and try to like take out a robed figure? And
We
like,
should send our
come back?
rogue in, definitely. I think this is really the best, right? Because you can just... No?
Yeah.
I'll go with you. I'll back you up.
I may be able to chokehold someone. I'm a wrestler.
You just want to
Yeah, I
show
was thinking maybe we try and catch him in out of line of sight in a corner or something, maybe, and just all pick a nerd and go for it.
pick a we play a game of
is
pick
this-
a nerd.
all
Is this
just
our
gonna,
initiation?
Like,
Pick a nerd. It's terrible. I'm gonna roll for a swirly.
Kyros, you
What's
get
is that
two.
athletics? Cruelty
all
check.
right, you're all going to pick a nerd and go for it.
That's-
the plan.
that's-
That's what I'm hearing.
That's the plan.
We're
It's-
gonna get
I'm gonna get it cross stitched on a pillow later.
All right. So what I want is I'm going to assume the stealth checks check out because of the pass without trace.
Thank you. Nice assumption.
That's-
Not to put a
Alright.
damper on things. Because I think it.
it
It
lasts
la-
for hours, I think.
Oh, that's the turn. Up to an hour.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, an hour. Okay.
An
So
hour.
we're.
I'll say after this we're out of pass
Okay,
without
that's-
trace.
Okay.
Unless you want to cast it again. But-
I'll cast it again. I'm at a second level spell slots, but to be fair, I'll cast it again.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
You'll keep the stealth up. All right. So everybody's going to make an attack. They're acolyte stats. I mean, these are like the 10 armor class, 9 hit point type of people.
Yeah,
So they're
nerd
not
stats.
they're not tough at all.
Nerd
Everybody's going to make one attack against a nerd, and if you
Mhm.
hit, I'm going to say you knock them out.
Great.
So who wants to go first against their first nerd?
I just rolled a. This is an unarmed strike. Is that what we're doing?
What? Yeah, whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
you could use
So
your weapon.
for-
Go to your weapon.
All right.
What's your
Weapon. Great. So
standard
that's
attack?
gonna be a 22.
Okay. Boom. You got yourself a nerd. Is the
Nice.
idea that you knock the nerd out and you drag them off and then you're robing
Take their robes. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
All
going
right.
for someone with maybe a hunchback, if that's an option. Someone who's
Uh,
or a big backpack to
Yeah.
accommodate my
There's-
wings. I don't know.
There's an older one who hunches over. a lot.
Right.
Like, yeah. Okay.
Right. Professor, excuse me.
Yeah.
Drag him
All
off.
right. So Nyrix, you got yours. Who else?
Nice.
Okay, go ahead.
Naya?
Can I use my short bow of cupidity to hit one over there, charm them, and have them come to me?
All right. All right. Make an attack with your short bow of cupidity.
Ooh, okay. 15.
Yeah, that hits. He's like, oh, like the arrow sticks through. He's like, oh.
Oh.
He's walking over. And then I imagine you disable the nerd and then take.
Yeah.
the-
Oh, hey, can I have that? Great.
So he
Okay.
thought some like freaky nature chick was some hippie chick was flirting with him basically, and he came over like right.
And then she dosed him
Oh.
with incense, and he got knocked out.
It's a library nerd. They're not
Just
hard
like-
to-
I love it. Instead of the chloroform rag, you have a bowl of incense coals. He like
Ah, it
put it
hurts.
over someone's face.
You
That's
literally
right. I see
choke
visions
the
when I do
acolyte
it.
with incense. Yeah.
Yeah, I see
Wow.
visions when I do it. I thought you could handle your shit. I'm sorry.
You're like lightweight.
I will try and find the tallest acolyte, and I rolled a 15.
Okay. There's one like 6'8" acolyte.
They're still a little bit like Capri's, but it's
like,
okay.
It's like tight on you. Yeah.
Caprice.
He's the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar of the Cult of Sidon.
Okay.
It's high
Uh,
water.
We have one tall guy, so our basketball team's pretty okay actually for the cult
Yeah.
league.
Are we
Just one big man in the center.
Yeah.
are we dragging our subdued nerds to the same pile of subdued nerds, or are we going to separate corners? Stash.
I
Are we
put
do we have
mine
to
on
find
a
our own
tall
separate
shelf.
stash?
So I'm worried to suggest this, but at the back of the plateau, just off from the library, You notice that there is a large stone altar that's just sitting out there.
Oh,
Sacrifice! They wanted to join up. You play stupid games, get stupid prizes, right?
We can hide them behind the altar. They don't
Yeah, we
have
should at
to be,
least tie them up.
on the altar.
Maybe they'll reflect on how dumb their whole
Oh, what
outlook
if
on
they
life has
what
been.
if they blow off the? We should really tie them to the altar to make sure they don't blow off the cliff, guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Right?
Oh, because that's safe. Yeah. Okay.
Right? They're not going to blow off.
All right. So we got 2 more, right? Who's left? Andromeda?
I'm left. Yeah.
Delta? Yep. Go ahead. What are you guys doing to capture your nerd?
I'm gonna take
Throwing
my
a Pokeball or?
I'm gonna take my short and just kind of bop him on the head and drag him away.
Okay. Make an attack.
22.
Yep. You got yourself a nerd. Delta, don't mess this up. You're the last one.
Yeah, I take out my hammer and I switch it around to the back side and then do like a bonk with the butt end of it.
Okay.
And I got a 15.
Okay. Everybody
Got a
bonked
nerd.
theirself a nerd and got a free set of Order of Sidon Acolyte robes.
Score.
Collect them all. So
Ooh.
we have one loose nerd. Is that right? There were
Yes,
6.
There's one loose nerd. And
Loose
there
nerd
are
and 2
So are we-
guys.
Are we going to try to sort of blend in with like the one remaining true nerd?
Ooh, no, because he knows the other nerds.
Yeah, he
So
knows
are
them.
so are we going
It's
to
gonna
take
be
him
narc.
out? Nerd narc.
Yeah, I don't know how far we think these robes are going to take us, but they might at least get us close enough that we're not losing rounds running at Geigen's.
Do we want to check out the other rooms before the Geigen guarded room?
But
'Cause
they're
there's-
at the doors, right? The doors are back there with them.
Right near the guards.
Oh, all 3 doors are by them.
Yep.
I
So,
see. Okay.
The way the layout is so the 2 are standing at the back center against the wall, right
Uh-huh.
near where some of the books are, and to the left is a door that goes to one back corner of this structure. To the right is a door that goes to another back corner of the structure, and then directly in front of the guards, there's a door that goes to a small inner chamber,
Right.
right at the center of the structure.
And by your description, correct me if I'm wrong, my impression is that that door seems to have more like they're right by that door. Is that right?
They're kind of just.
Are they
watching the
equidistant between all 3? Okay.
Yeah, no, they're equidistant, yeah.
What do we want to? What do we want to do, guys? Which shell game? Pick one.
Which cultist is it? Let's just get. I mean, we can see if we can enter those rooms, but certainly the Geigens have some kind of like. Do you have your library card or anything? Speaking of, I rifle through the my cultist's pockets. Does he have any library cards or anything?
Yeah, they all have a library card.
Yeah, good.
Forbidden
Yeah.
Library.
Yeah.
That's going on my inventory. Forbidden
Yes,
Library.
a forbidden
card.
library card.
Order of Sidon library card.
Yeah.
And robes.
They all have one. Yep.
Now we can like.
All of your acolytes have their names on their library card. It's up to you to come up with what their name is.
Ooh, okay.
Nerdos.
Nerdos of the Order of Sidon.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I
so
like-
the Geigens are going to ask, excuse me, where's your... excuse me, where's your library card?
Keep my thumb over the picture and just keep going. Just
Yeah, right.
Yes, I'm definitely Ivan Darkfoe. Just
Okay, so,
me.
so back left room, back right room, center room, or you want to know about the library more and see what else is in the library.
There's all kinds of forbidden texts and stuff here, right?
yeah, but forbidden by Sidon, who doesn't like reading. That's probably right. Like it's probably just every book.
Finally.
So is he taking every book to keep them from other people? Do you think that's what the idea is? That
Sounds
all
like a
reading
Sidon
is
move.
forbidden? So if we liberate the books, we'll be screwing Sidon over.
It's true.
Oh,
We can burn the whole place down.
All these books
If
are
only-
full of gibberish.
If only I had a bag of holding.
These are probably Geigen texts, right? Like,
They're most of these are really old texts.
Yeah.
If you could transport the entire collection of books in this library, it says the collection is worth around 100,000 gold pieces.
Wow.
Books
See,
are worth
this
money.
This is treasure. Oh yeah, knowledge is power.
Now, you could spend some time, if you want to waste a little bit of time, you could spend some time and identify the most valuable books.
Mm.
The 10 most valuable books are worth about 1,000 gold pieces each.
I think that's worth a look. I've got Do I have identify? I don't have identify.
I do need to get 20,000 gold somehow.
That's true.
Well,
But
this might be a
you've got to spend 1d6 hours in order to
Oh.
get those books.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
either
see how
clear out the library or
how the rest of our day goes first, and maybe
Yeah,
come back
maybe
and
we can circle
look around.
back.
Yeah.
Got it.
Uh,
As an option, if you would prefer just using the library to research and find the answer to a question, you can also spend 1d6 hours and treat this library as if it was the equivalent of like using like a divination spell or
legend lore or something.
yeah.
That's
doing
cool.
something.
Well, there are 5 of us, so if we do have 1 to 6 hours post whatever happens here, maybe we can divvy up tasks and do some research and look for inventory the best books and get treasure / knowledge.
Okay.
We could maybe find a inventory of the islands.
Yes, I think that's a great idea.
look up some not constitutions.
That would
constellations.
be a good use of research. Yeah, if you wanted to find out, hey, what is this island? You could spend 1d6 hours and do research and get that answer.
Great. So we could. That's beautiful. All right. So on to so we want to fool these Geigans with our library cards and nerd outfits. Right. And
so which way are you going with the Geigans? There's 3 rooms off of this: back left corner, back right corner, or center.
I mean, center might be if it's like a small chamber and we're looking for an item, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That would be a good place to start looking for it.
See if we can get in. Is there any signage, or is it all just nondescript?
It seems like everybody knows where
to go. Right. All right. Well, I'll just act like I know where I'm going, and I'm going to go through the center door.
And everybody's going to the center door. All right.
Sure.
Do you think they have a cafeteria?
Probably in the basement, right? Or maybe there's a sky restaurant, like at the top.
Oh, I hope it slowly rotates.
Right.
Nyrix, you lead the way. The group goes right past the Geigen guards. You go to the center door. You open it up, and we'll find out what's in there the next time we play.
Oh.
All these snakes on
We
springs.
did a lot today, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually moved at a clip. Work.
We drove off a kraken after bloodying it. And I'm one verse away from my minimum value of my inspiration going up to 3, which is pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. My nerd's name was Commodus. So
Mine was named Kevin.
yeah.
Nice.
Also a family name, I presume.
It's just
It's
just a mononym.
My mother's name was Kevin.
I was gonna go for Sack first name, Riffice last name.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, there was a strong recruiting push for him. Yeah.
It's like an announcement over the intercom. Sack Riffice, please report to the rear slab.
oh my God! The Order of Sidon couldn't let sacrifice go.
No.
What will it take to get you into? We need you in this cult.
Yeah.
What's it gonna take to get you into a cult today?
I mean, you're immediately destined for the headquarters.
Oh yeah.
You're working at the main office for sure. You're probably part of the marketing team.
Yeah. I simply cannot let you leave this place.
Not in a cult.
That's the whole sentence.
Right.
Sorry, that was a pregnant pause. That was my fault.
All right.
Okay.
Outros. Bye-byes. Sidon is sexy.
We might have werewolf tomorrow. We're working that out. If not, soon. And then Gracefall on Wednesday.
Woohoo!
Tros.
Pray for
Intros
Ukraine.
Okay,
and
Yeah.
outros.
we're doing it, everybody. Bye.
Bye.